Hello students, today we are going to see synthesis of 2,3-diphenyl-phenoxyethanol. So basically it is used as an antibacterial, antiviral and antiprotozoal drug. We are going to synthesize it from orthophenylene diamine and benzene using rectified spirit, that is ethanol. So principle is basically the condensation reaction between a aryl 1,2-diamine and a 1,2-dicarbonyl compound, that is benzene. So condensation will give us 2,3-diphenyl-phenoxyethanol. Now let us see in detail about the chemicals as well as the drug which we are going to synthesize and the principle of the practical.
Hello students, in this video we are going to see the synthesis of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline. So let us first see the requirements. Apparatus we would require are beakers, spatula, glass rod, filter paper, funnel. And chemicals we would require are benzene, orthophenylene diamine and rectified spirit. So before moving on to the procedure, let us first see about the chemicals which we are going to use. That is, first is benzene. You can see in the diagram, it contains two phenyl ring as well as a ethane bridge, and on 1,2 position there is a keto group. So the IUPAC name is 1,2-diphenyl ethane 1,2-dione. Its molecular formula is C14H10O2. Molecular weight is 210 grams per mole. As shown in the figure, you can see it is a yellow solid. It is one of the most common diketones. Moving on to its solubility, it is soluble in water. It is insoluble in water, soluble in ether, diethyl ether and benzene. Second compound is orthophenylene diamine. Its IUPAC name is benzene 1,2-diamine. You can see a benzene ring, and on first and second position there is NH2, that is amine. So benzene 1,2-diamine. Molecular formula is C6H8N2 and its molecular weight is 108 grams per mole. As shown in the diagram, it is brownish in color. It is available as crystals or also as powder. So it is brownish crystals or sandy brown solid. It is an organic aromatic diamine and it is precursor to many heterocyclic compounds, and it is soluble in hot water. Now let us see about the compound which we are going to synthesize, that is 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline. So basically this compound contains quinoxaline ring. So let us first see about quinoxaline. Quinoxaline, also called as a benzopyrazine. It is a heterocyclic compound containing a ring complex made up of a benzene ring and a pyrazine ring. So you can see it is made by fusion of two rings. First is the benzene ring and second is pyrazine ring. That is the ring containing two nitrogens at first and fourth position. So quinoxaline is also known as benzopyrazine. So 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline is a derivative of a quinoxaline. Its molecular formula is C20H14N2 and its molecular weight is 282.34 grams per mole. As you can see in the diagram, it is a brownish colored solid. Its melting point is 125 to 128 degrees Celsius. Let us see about its uses. It is an antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, anti-protozoal, anti-cancer and also used as an antidepressant. So you can see it has number of uses. So as we have already seen, we are going to synthesize it using orthophenylene diamine and benzene. So principle behind the synthesis is condensation of a 1,2-diamine with a 1,2-dicarbonyl compound, or you can also say alpha diketone. So the 1,2-diamine which we are going to use is orthophenylene diamine. Its condensation takes place with benzyl, which is a alpha diketone, along with cyclization. Hence it involves condensation along with removal of water molecules and then cyclization. So you can see here the reaction between orthophenylene diamine and benzyl in presence of rectified spirit. We get 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene. Now let us see about its mechanism. So here condensation takes place between orthophenylene diamine and benzyl. So as you can see, the nitrogen of orthophenylene diamine, it contains a lone pair of electron. So this lone pair of electron is going to attack the carbocation of the benzyl. So it is going to attack on the first carbon, which is followed by removal of the water molecule. In the next step, again, the second nitrogen of the orthophenylene diamine, its lone pair is going to attack the second carbon of the benzyl as it is electropositive. Again, this is followed by the removal of water molecule. So total you can see there is removal of 2 water molecules, and at the end cyclization takes place, which leads to formation of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene. So this is the overall mechanism for synthesis of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene. So the lone pair of nitrogen of orthophenylene diamine is going to attack the carbocation of benzyl. Now let us see the procedure. So first we have to weigh 21.1 gram of benzyl and dissolve it in 8 ml of the rectified spirit. Warm this solution. In the another beaker, weigh 1.1 gram of orthophenylene diamine. Again dissolve it in the 8 ml of rectified spirit. Then mix both these solutions. Warm them in water bath for 30 minutes. Add water until slight cloudiness persists and allow to cool. After cooling, filter the product and dry it. Okay, so procedure is simple. We just have to weigh 2.1 gram of pencil, dissolve it in 8 ml of rectified spirit and warm it. To this warm solution, we are going to add the solution of orthophenylene diamine in rectified spirit. So both the solutions, benzyl as well as orthophenylene diamine, they are to be prepared in the rectified spirit separately and then they are to be mixed. Then we are going to warm it in the water bath for about half an hour. Then we have to add water until slight cloudiness persists and then the solution is allowed to be cooled. Finally, filter the product and dry it. So now let us see how to perform the actual practical.
Okay, so now let us see the glasswares as well as chemicals. So we are going to require beakers, pipette, rubber bulb, spatula, matchbox and the pair of tongs as it involves the heating. So these are the chemicals. You can see orthophenylene diamine. It is a brownish compound. You can see the flakes. Benzyl. It is a yellow crystalline powder. And rectified spirit, that is ethanol. And this is our water bath. The procedure involves heating. So we are going to use the water bath. Now let us see how to synthesize the product. So now what we are going to do is, this we have already taken 1.1 gram of orthophenylene diamine and 2.1 gram of benzyl. Now we are going to prepare the solution separately of each in 8 ml of ethanol. So first I am taking orthophenylene diamine. We will now take 8 ml of ethanol or rectified spirit. So this is a 5 ml pipette, you can see. Always use rubber bulb. Do not suck with mouth as the chemicals are hazardous. So basically it involves condensation reaction between orthophenyldiamine and benzene. Benzene is a 1,2-dicarbonyl compound. So we are still going to take more 3 ml. So it is now 8 ml. So we will mix it so that orthophenyldiamine gets dissolved. Similarly, we are going to prepare the solution of benzene in the rectified spirit. So you can see our solution of orthophenyldiamine in rectified spirit is ready. So we will cover it, and now we are going to prepare the solution of benzene in 8 ml of rectified spirit. So you can see the yellow crystalline powder. Now let us add 8 ml of ethanol. Now while taking the solution, always keep the habit of using the finger and not the thumb. And while taking the solution, see the lower meniscus. Now we are going to warm this solution of benzene and rectified spirit. So we have already put on, you can see the water bath assembly. The water has already been heated. So while heating, always put on the ventilation, that is exhaust fans in the lab, because fumes get evolved during heating, and always use the mask so as to prevent yourself from inhaling the harmful fumes. Now we are going to warm the solution. So now our solution is warm, solution of benzene in rectified spirit. So in this warm solution we are going to add our solution of orthophenyldiamine in rectified spirit. And now we are going to warm the solution on water bath for 30 minutes. Remember, we just have to warm it for 30 minutes. So we have to see the temperature doesn't goes very much high. So we have to monitor from time to time. So you can see the solution is getting warmed. The reaction mixture is getting warmed. We are going to continue it for 30 minutes. So 5-7 minutes have passed. You can see the change in the reaction mixture after 5 to 7 minutes. So we are still going to warm the solution for 25 minutes more. So total time will be 30 minutes. So now 15 minutes have passed. We have warmed the solution for 15 minutes. Still we are going to warm it for 15 minutes more. 20 minutes have passed. We are still going to warm the solution for 10 minutes. So 30 minutes have passed and we have warmed the solution for 30 minutes. Now we are going to add water, distilled water, till slight cloudiness persists. So you can see the cloudiness has decreased. The reaction mixture is slightly cloudy. So now we are going to allow it to cool and then we will filter the solution. So solution is now cooled. So we are going to filter it. So you can see the brown color product, that is 2,3-diphenyl quinaxolene. So now we will remove it and then we are going to dry it. So now you can see our product has finally dried. You can see the product of brownish color. This is our final product, that is 2,3-diphenyl quinaxolene, which is used as antibacterial, antiprotozoal and antiviral drug.
So in the video we have seen how to synthesize 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene using orthophenylene diamine and benzene. Now let us move on to the calculation. In the procedure we have used two ingredients, benzene and orthophenylene diamine, but the limiting reagent is benzene. That is, how much compound is synthesized is going to depend on the amount of the benzene taken and not orthophenylene diamine. So here the limiting reagent is benzene. Theoretical yield will be calculated using the amount of benzene taken. So first of all, let us see the molecular formulas and weights. So molecular formula of benzene is C14H10O2. So from this formula, molecular weight can be easily calculated, which comes out to be 210 grams per mole. While that of the 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene is C20H14N2. From this, we can calculate the molecular weight, which comes out to be 282 grams per mole. Now, using these molecular weights, we can easily calculate the theoretical yield. So, 210 gram of benzene forms 282 gram of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene. In the procedure, we have taken 2.1 gram of benzene. So, 2.1 gram will form how much grams of quinoxylene? So, from calculations, we can see that theoretical yield is 2.82 gram. Now, practical yield means the product which we have actually got after synthesis, the weight of product which we have got from the synthesis. So, practical yield is 2.6 gram. So, percentage yield can be calculated as practical yield divided by theoretical yield into 100. So, practical yield is 2.6 gram, theoretical yield is 2.82 gram. Multiplied by 100, we get 92.19 percentage. So, result can be reported as percentage yield of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxylene was found to be 92.19 percentage. So now let us see some of the questions for synopsis. First question is, what do you mean by an aryl group? So aryl is any functional group or the substituent derived from an aromatic ring, usually an aromatic hydrocarbon such as phenyl and naphthyl. So here you can see the structure of the aryl group. Next question is, name the few compounds which can be synthesized using orthophenylene diamine. So some of the compounds are benzimidazole, benzotriazole and 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline. Next question is, discuss the uses of 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline. So it has number of uses. It is used as antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, anti-protozoal, anti-cancer and antidepressant. Draw the structure of quinoxaline. Okay, so we have already seen that 2,3-diphenyl quinoxaline. So basic ring in this molecule is quinoxaline. You can see the structure benzene ring fused with a pyrazine ring. You can see the ring numbering. What are the other names for quinoxaline? So there are many names for quinoxaline like benzopyrazine, benzoparadiazine, 1,4-benzodiazine, phenopyazine, fenpyazine and quinazine. So these are all its synonyms. Okay, so in the procedure we have used rectified spirit. So what is rectified spirit? So it is highly concentrated ethanol that has been purified by the means of repeated distillation in a process called rectification. So rectified spirit is actually a mixture of ethanol and water produced as an azeotrope by distillation. So again, what is azeotrope? It is a mixture of two liquids which has a constant boiling point and composition throughout the distillation. So what is absolute alcohol? We many a times use the word absolute alcohol. So absolute alcohol is a liquid alcohol that is at least 99% pure alcohol by weight. So there is a difference between rectified spirit and absolute alcohol. Next question is, what are ortho, meta and para positions? So as in one of the compound we have seen orthophenylene diamine. So there are also other two positions, meta and para. So you can see where which position is named as ortho, which positions are named as meta and which is the para position. Okay, next question is, can you use water bath for heating reaction mixture at 110 degrees Celsius? So obviously the answer is no, because the boiling point for water is 100 degrees Celsius. So obviously we can't heat the reaction mixture above 100 degrees Celsius using simply a water bath. So name some equipments for heating reaction mixture above 100 degrees Celsius. So for heating at such high temperature, we can use a heating mantle, oil bath, silicone bath or sand bath. Thank you.